お前はもう死んでいる。何？
What's up YouTube? This is Gamma from Team Omega Summon, praise the Omega, and it's been long since I brought you a deck profile, so that's what I'm doing now. This is a deck that I took to YCS Utrecht, which is in our own country. Yes, I went there, I went 4-2, which is quite impressive. Unfortunately, we had to drop by the 6th round because we needed to go home, and we wanted to go home, but it was a fun day for everyone. I took Dinosaurs with me, and I did quite well, all things considered, and I thought I would show you the deck that I took with it, side deck and everything, which is quite new for me because this was my first competitive event. But you guys, I'm really looking forward to it. Let's not waste any more time and let's go into this deck profile. Lost World Dinosaurs for you guys. So we'll start off with 3 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Oh god, I love this card. Such a huge beat stick, and you can't run any less than 3. Of course, it's debatable for if you want to play 2, but I just prefer 3 because that's what the deck is all about. Pure, consistent beatdown with a little bit of control here and there. But it's mostly just pure beatdown, and nothing beats faster than this boy here. 3 of the other staples, of course, 3 copies of Soul Eating Oviraptor, which of course is either a Stratos or Foolish Burial all in one. And that's one of the wonderful things about it, because in the case they have like Mistake on the field, which is what I faced, unfortunately, or Dark Law. Yeah, against Dark Law this doesn't work, let's just be honest. But this is such a fantastic card that you can't run any less than 3 of. Plus you can destroy 1 Dinosaur card on the field, either you or your opponent's field, to summon a Dinosaur monster back, which in the case they have a Lost World token, works out pretty well in your favor. You can either protect that token with Lost World, or just allow yourself a few XCs plays. 3 copies of Baby Sarasaurus. Of course, 3 copies of Baby Sarasaurus, when this card is mostly a card you want to destroy using either effects from Ultimate Conductor or the Protection of Lost World, allowing you to summon a level 4 or lower dinosaur monster from your deck, which in most cases is Oviraptor or another monster you can use to extend your plays. And then finally with 2 copies of Overdeck Squadless, you can send this card with Oviraptor to the graveyard to add double evolution pill to the graveyard, which is from your deck to your hand, which that's what mostly I use with Oviraptor, usually to send this card to the graveyard. And of course I can either destroy it or you can summon it with double evolution pill itself in case you want some spell and the trap negation on the field. So that is most of the core lineup of my deck. Then we play a few one-offs, 1 Dogoran the Mad Flame Kaiju, to get rid of your opponent's stuff, and plus it's summonable using double evolution pill. 1 Giant Rex, because, well, Giant Rex, double evolution pill, it's great. You can banish it, and of course summon it back, or summon it using Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Giant Rex is always a good play. Unfortunately, I once lost him due to Call by the Grave. Call by the Grave really hurts this card, because then it remains banished, and unless you can find a way to bring it back, which you most likely don't, it doesn't really work. 1 Miscellaneous Saurus, it's a hand trap that protects your monsters, and you can banish it from the graveyard to summon a dinosaur level monster equal to the level of the dinosaurs you banished for the effect. So, in the case you banish Giant Rex, all the more fun to you. Although I didn't really go much into his effect, because I barely drew this card, but still, it's really good. It should be back at 3, but unfortunately it isn't. 1 Jurek Dino, this is just a level 3 tuner. I remember when I was up against an Altergeist player and I summoned this, he should have returned this back to my hand with Silk Whites, but he didn't, and I went into Black Rose and blew his entire field to pieces and then beat him down with 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyrants, which was satisfying because I hate Altergeist. But yeah, this card has another effect. If this or another Jurek monster destroys a monster by battle's turn, you can tribute a Jurek monster and then draw 2 cards. I actually went into this effect once. It's not really an effect that you really go into, but it's fun to pull off. And 1 Petit Pteranodon. It's basically a different version of Baby Sarasaurus. Lets you summon a level 4 or higher dinosaur monster, but can attack this turn. Just for 1 is good enough. 1 copy of Jurek Ilo, just a level 1 tutor. For your Trishula, Chambara plays, whatever. Then for the hand traps we play 3 copies of Effect Veiler and 1 Ghost Organ Snow Rabbit, because I only have 1 of these. Really came in handy for me. I don't have Ash Blossoms as of current. I will try to get them next year, but yeah, Effect Veiler just serves the purpose just as well, and Ghost Ogres, yeah, I only have 1. Then for the spells we play 3 copies of Lost World. Against Sky Strikers this can work really well unless they have Link Karibu, because if you get a token on the field they have no bit use most of their spells, but unfortunately they always seem to a way to get rid of it, either by their field spell or Link or Rebo. But Lost World is just a very good. It's very good enabler for this strategy. I prefer the Lost World variant over the True King variant because this is more consistent and fits my playing style personally a lot more. 3 copies of Fossil Dicks, basically just a better Roadhouse summon add any dinosaur monster from your deck to your hand. That does not once per turn. Then for a few other cards, 2 copies of Terraforming to Search Your Lost World, been put to 2. 2 copies of Double Evolution Pill, this card is essential to the deck, banish a dinosaur monster and non-dinosaur monster from either your graveyard and your hand. Special summon a level 8 or higher dinosaur monster. Ignore the summoning conditions, which in the most cases will be your Ultimate Conductor or your Overtext, but you can also summon Dokkan with it, but most of the time Ultimate Conductor Tornado is the best option because you want to go for that quick fast beatdown. 2 copies of Twin Twister, back row kills this deck instantly, so Twin Twisters are integral to this. 2 Call by the Grave to counter hand traps. 2 copies of Scapegoat. I use this for both protection and of course to go into a link play, which is quite interesting and fun in this deck, which someone showed me. And that's why I play this. It's also good once I use to go into side deck options, so I usually take this out. But you never know when you need it. It's settable, and with what I have in my side deck, that's quick plays are just very easy. But there's a certain link play I go into if I have the chance to, which is never wrong. So that's all the multiple ones. And for the final cards we have 1 Foolish Burial, because Foolish Burial to send your Overtext and such to the graveyard, Raigeki because I love Raigeki, and Monster Reborn because, hey, let's be honest, it's Monster Reborn. Now we'll go into the extra deck. We have 1 copy of Evazar Lagia and 1 of Dolka because of course this is Dinosaur, so you have to play this card. Lagia is the one you already go most into because of the Solemn Judgment on that, Solemn Strike on legs. This is just standard for every dinosaur build. Then we have 1 Tornado Dragon to pop aggro, 1 Bakushka for a stall. The Utopia package because, well, honestly I never went into the Utopia package, it was never really necessary. But a Utopia and the lightning to the face is never a good thing. Then for the Synchros, 1 Trishula because it's very easy to make in this deck. 1 card, of course, the best synchro of all time, Cypher and Lord Omega, of course. There's no doubt why this should be in this deck. Not easy to make, but I've pulled it off a couple of times. 1 Black Rose Dragon for board wipes, and 1 Chambara to go into that more aggressive beatdown style that I love so much. Then for the Link monsters, for what I had in mind, I had 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon, 1 Mrs. Radiant, and 1 Firefighting Darmadol. You can make these 2 with Scapegoats, and I'm going to go to Topologic, that's why I use the Scapegoats. Plus this card has a very interesting effect. You can destroy one of your own spells and traps to destroy one spell and trap they have on the field. And of course Mrs. Radiant, quite a few Earth monsters, which of course you can always revive with this. And then of course for the final Link monsters we have 1 Underclock Taker and 1 Nightmare Mermaid, just in case you get Ibleed. I never got Ibleed, and if I did, then most of the time they use that Ibleed themselves. So, yeah. Then we also want to go to the side deck, because it's the first time I actually used the side deck, because it was my first official tournament. We had 3 copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance for the Sky Striker matchup. I went up against Sky Strikers twice. I lost the first one because, well, time, and I won the second one through time. But Anti-Spell Fragrance was always integral, and I always managed to draw it, though they always managed to get rid of it with Nightmare Phoenix, unfortunately. But still an integral part, because it really just slows down the Sky Striker players and really forces them to spend additional resources of trying to remove it. 2 copies of Triple D Rebel King Leonidas. This is against a Trickstar player. Unfortunately, the 1 Trickstar player I did face managed to banish my hand before I got able to summon it and burnt me to death with that. But Leonidas is integral because it basically stops all kinds of burn damage. You can always go with Prime Material Dragon, but I already had this card for a long time because I was a beloved DDD player. So that's what it is. A little bit of a Kaiju engine, 2 Kamangas, 1 Gadala and 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. The reason I play this, of course, I already have a Dogoran in my main deck, but this just really helps in the case of board clearings and more powerful monsters, in case you have to go up against things like Gozenmats, which of course, there's a funny story about that. But I just find this really easy in the side deck just in case in the matchup when it's needed. Then of course we have a few one-offs. We have one Royal Decree, which is against the Altergeist players. Really helped me. I played against one Altergeist player and I drew this first turn. One Magic Deflector, also really good against Sky Striker players because it negates other spells for a turn. One Hatronade, once again also against Altergeist players or any deck that saps heavy back row. Dark Hole because additional board wipe. And Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is actually pretty fun. I had a pretty fun experience. My second duel was against Danger Dark World. At the first turn I got Dark Claw thrown at my face, which my deck doesn't like. Then the second and third turns I threw Abyss Dweller in his face and he didn't like that. It really works against decks like or Burning Abyss, which really rely heavily on the graveyard, and against Goki, of course, though I never faced against Goki. And then one Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere mode for the Goki matchup, which once again I did not face. So you guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Let me know what you think. Were you at the YCS as well? Did you love the YCS? We definitely enjoyed it a lot. We had a really fun experience. We made some fun photos too, which we can't show because Beta didn't want me to show them. But really, we had an absolute fun time. It was great fun, and I really hope to experience more tournaments like this in the future with this team of mine. So thank you all for watching this video. Praise the Omega and have a wonderful day.